And welcome back to the most amazing universe there ever was in stuff. I don't know. So somebody wants to talk to me. This guy wants to talk to me. I'm going to say hello. And he says, I say greetings, and they say, the last time I was on Romule, the price of equipment was pretty high. Okay, whatever. It's been a little bit since I want to talk again? This time I was in Uttar. The price of metal is very low. Whatever, dude. So it's been a little bit since I last played. Not really so much for you guys, but I've been playing a little bit on my own. And I have built up 1,000,000 credits. So I think it's time to go shopping. I'm going to be buying my new ship from the planet Viking. Viking is a mineral and ore-rich world and has been mined heavily, leaving a once picturesque planet polluted and overcast. Many of the ores and minerals mined here are shipped up to SD2 in orbit and taken to various parts of the Federation to be used in the production of numerous parts and equipment required by the Federation Navy. The contract was given to Hall Corp, a Federation-owned company, but the mining operation is highly successful and any questions of nepotism have been answered by their production levels. Yeah. So basically, it's a state-owned corporation chowing down on this planet here. So first off, before I buy my ship, take a look at the dealios here, and I noticed that I don't actually have any licenses here to purchase, which is a problem since for most of the cool stuff, and actually the IDA frigate isn't for sale here. Well, for a lot of the bigger ships, unless I go with the pirate variants, which I need like 12,000,000 credits to get something like this. The Manticore is pretty badass, though. I could buy this, but it's kind of slow and a pain in the ass. Pirate Valkyrie, same with the Starbringer. So I'll come back to this planet. Oh god, things are exploding. Some Aurorans up there. They're gonna get chewed up. Federation people are like, haha. Because, I got the space station shoot them too. So, to get the licenses, I need to go to the Sol system. I'm gonna speed it up again. My next ship's going to be pretty slow too. Boy, not nearly as bad. Oh god, pirate fleet. They're like killing everybody. So I'm gonna visit the outfitters here, go down and say, okay, I want some licenses. I want a heavy weapons license, missile license, protected tech license. Don't need a fighter bay thing yet. Capital ship license, and a capital warship license. Yeah, which specifically says the holder of this license is able to purchase the following ship classes as capital warships by the Federation Security Council: IDA frigate, Federation patrol boat, subject to military approval. Federation destroyer also requires capital ship license and subject to military approval. Federation character also requires capital ship license and subject to military approval. So basically, you only buy this if you're buying the IDA frigate or you're good to the Federation. So, done and done. I wander through the shipyard looking at all the ships. Waiting prospective buyer, a man wearing expensive tailored suit, comes over and extends his hand. Are you Isix, captain of the Tin Can? He asks quietly as you shake hands. You nod warily. Excellent. I am Rodney Andrews, manager of the manager of shipping liaison for shipping Sigma Shipyards. Ever since Donald Chick disappeared some months ago, we had a problem gaining the service of freighter pirates to bring in our supplies. Would you be willing to work for us? Hells yes. Great, he exclaims with a wide smile. We currently have shipment of 10 tons of equipment waiting in storage on the Kulan and the Sandown system. Which is a very strange way to name your system. Sandown. Back to the mission. If you could head over there, pick it up and return here, making sure that you land on the area of the Kane Band owned by Sigma Shipyards. That would be great. Any problems? Yes, seriously, no. Well, then I expect that I'll be seeing you again in a few weeks. I'll be back. For my lovely, lovely frigate. Now, Sandown's not too far away, thankfully. Just a couple jumps. I've been obviously visiting a bit more planets and things in the various corners of things. So you got the blue planets here. Let me zoom in and turn off the borders. Got the blue ones here. They like me. Got the orange ones here. It's like they kind of like me, but they don't want me to land. Just like on my real radar thing here. We got the white ones here, where they're like, "There's nobody here, silly." Gray ones, where heck, we know it's there. Well, somebody knows, but I don't. And if I ever piss someone off, it's gonna be red. So I turn the borders back on, and let's go to the Sandown system. Speed her up again. Boop-a-doo. Always on the lookout for derelict ships. They end up being a very lucrative way to get lots of money quickly. It's like, we only take up a few tons and we give you 75,000 credits. You quickly find the consignment of 10 tons of equipment that you're after. Loading staff are highly helpful, and in under an hour you are ready to begin your return trip. Sweet. Let's go back to Earth! United Shipping, Association Guild of Free Traders, and a trader. Not traitor, trader. Though, the way I say it, it kind of sounds exactly the same. Oh well. Welcome to Earth. As you pilot your way into what is normally a restricted area, out of bounds to all non-Sigma shipyards personnel, you take a quick peek at some of the enormous shipyards at their disposal. As soon as you land, dock workers swarm all over your vessel, and in no time they have unloaded your cargo. A few minutes later, as you stand around wondering what to do, you spot Rodney coming towards you. "Sorry, I'm a little tardy," he apologized sincerely. "I've just been having one of those days today. Now that I've finally arrived, here are the details I'm sure you're dying to know." Bing! Firstly, Rodney takes off a finger. I'm not quite sure what that means. Maybe waving his finger at me, or holding it up, I guess. So anyway, he says, you have been paid 20,000 credits. You need a comma in there. Crazy Australians. For your services, I have also made available similar missions to the mission BPS throughout the Federation. Secondly, as an employee of Sigma Shipyards, you are allowed to purchase all the ships in our range. He informs you to your delay. In particular, I am talking about the Starliner, the Pegasus, and the Leviathan. If you can scrap together the funds, you can purchase them from here at any time. You should be able to find a few ship upgrades outfits available here on the Cane Band. Anyway, if you'll forgive me, fishes a little tiredly, I have thousands and one things I still have to do today, so I'll take my leave of you. Thanks again. Ta-da! So now I can buy things like the Starliner, which is a interstellar tourism-based ship. The Pegasus, which is sort of the medium to cargo ship. And then you got the Leviathan, which is like, oh god, all the cargo space you could ever need. So this has 1,000 space of cargo. This one has 4,000, compared to my shuttle, which has 10. So yeah, that's a little different. And the IDA frigate here has 250 tons of cargo space, which is pretty good, but not nearly as heavy as either of those. So conceivably, if you could get like infinite mass upgrades, you could convert all 4,000 tons of cargo there into space for upgrades and weapons and things, effectively making this potentially a very, very deadly, crazy ship. And the Manticore ship, which I pointed out back at Viking, is exactly that. So, but today, since this one costs 12 million, that one's a little bit out of my price range as well, 2 million for the good one, I'm going to buy an IDA frigate. The IDA frigate was the mainstay of the Colonial Council line before the collapse of the gate system, and instrumental in the defense of the core worlds against the Aurorans. These ships were made to last. The space frame itself is compartmental and component-based, and, like the Leviathan, is virtually indestructible. Don't count on this protecting you on the bridge, though. Bad shields, good armor, and brutal impact drive assemblies, hence IDA, are all trademarks of this keel. And it requires things like capital ship license, warship license, heavy weapons license, and the missile weapons license. So I want to buy this ship. Wait, before I do that, let's look a little bit at stuff here. So speed 200 versus my shuttle, which is 400. So it's not as fast. And accelerates about the same. But shields for my shuttle and armor is 30-30 versus 525 for shields and 750 for the armor. Also has, can have 4 turrets. Shuttle gets none. 4 guns. Shuttle gets none, or gets 2. 50 space. Shuttle starts with 8. 250 tons, I've already mentioned. Energy, only 2 jumps, so I'm definitely going to need some sort of battery upgrades or something like that to increase my energy. Has a length, mass, which mostly deal with the specifics of what we're talking about, like when you knock back on things. Crew is 100 versus my shuttle, which is just me. Here's the Manticore in the shuttle, like going, oh god, I have to get out of here. I got the heavy shuttle as well, which is like, alright, we're a little safer. Sort of. It only has 5 extra space. It's almost worth it right at the start when you have about 25,000 just to say, oh, I'm going to buy a shuttle. A heavy shuttle, just a couple missions and upgrade. So it's really actually kind of silly for me to, not be doing that already. But, oh well, too late now. So what should I name this baby? Well, it is rather long and very solid. But anything innuendous might offend some possible viewers. So let's do something a little more on the weird, or maybe more on my type of thinking here. Maybe something cool. Maybe something badass. Mobile. Incinerator. I should remember how to spell incinerator, but I don't right now. I'm not sure if that's correct spelling. So let's say something else. Electric Beast. Yeah, that sounds kind of fantastic. Alright, so I got a new ship. And, we can... we got a ship here. It's a little bit bigger than my shuttle. It can do stuff. It has Raven turrets, which I'm actually going to sell, probably. Sell the rockets. Sell all the things. So I can get a little more space. The medium blast turrets are okay for the moment. I'll probably see about upgrading the heavy. I have 143,000 credits left over, so let's get the very basics. The IFF decoder, the gravimetric sensors, auto recharger, so I can know what the hell's going on out there. Well, yeah, the Sigma shipyards, you can add more mounts, expansions, mass additions. And these are like 1-to-1 here, so that's pretty cool. But they're also really expensive. The mass expansion is 2.5 million, and it costs 120 cargo space and gives you 100 tons of room. So this is actually very good for a ship like this, because I have 250 cargo space, and I'm probably not going to use all that. Get a couple batteries at least, so let's get 4. That's the max you can have. Let's get a solar panel. Probably upgrade to a reactor at some point. Definitely want the afterburns or something like this. Basically, I use up fuel, which I'll be getting back with my solar panels, to go faster. Cool. What else? Sensor boosts, not too expensive. I'm pretty good at aiming the ship. And now I'm pretty much out of money. Recharge! Alright. So, since we can do these rush deliveries now, let's do one for 25,000 credits. Alright, so 1, 2, 3 jumps. So yeah, that's pretty slow there. But watch this. Death! Let's go after an asteroid. Okay, this is not too impressive, but it'd be more impressive if I was shooting my turrets as well. There. Asteroids are actually pretty tough. I don't know if you could see it, but over on the right side under the radar window it says hyperspace Nether Secundus, and below that no secondary weapon. The radar of the Raven rockets would come up there if I pressed the W button, but not presently since I sold them. More dudes fighting the stuffs. And hyper jump! Whee! Pirates. I don't feel like dealing with pirates right now. Not fully set up. Association people. Notas. Planet of the Notes. Okay. Polynesians. Alright. There's a few things here. Now, the Trade Center, since I have so much cargo space, is actually, would begin to make more sense for me to use it. But today, I'm going to look at the bar. This bar is filled with beautiful, willy, Polynesian-looking women and their scowling, protected, large, and heavily muscled men. Cool. Here at the bar, one can hire escorts. No, not that kind of escorts. I know. It's disappointing here, too. But you can get these, you can, hire ships. You can also gamble, which is kind of silly on me, but You're tuned into GRN, Galaxy Racing Network. Choose your color of the next race. I'll go with green. And spaceship. The green guy is dead. Zed Flagstaff wins in a blind river finish. Whoa, what happened to Bruno Jones, the Green Viper? What a corker. What? They'll go straight into the GRN to highlight holos, TM. Remember, you can order them from any of your stores or hyperload them off the net. Okie dokie. There's also Holovids, which is basically news programs. Looking for somewhere to stay? Spaceport Hotel has plenty of rooms available. Alright, so is it just called a Spaceport Hotel, or is it like Hilton? A Hyatt maybe? I don't know. Westin? Crime report. A leaked document from the Federation Naval Crime and Statistics Department posted an alarming increase in pirate activity in recent months. You don't say. While, I was off screen, I got, shot at tons of time. We need to deliver 10 tons of equipment, which is stored in the Cirrhosis system in Akinar. Once you have collected the cargo, deliver it to the sections of the Cane Band owned by Sigma Shipyards. Well, they seem like quality people. I'll go do that. It's pretty easy delivery, too. Alright, so I'm already sped up here. Double speed. Slow, double speed. Just so I can, get anywhere. If I keep pimping the ship out, I can actually get decently fast. Get a port and polish, get some engine upgrades, and I'll be, cruising around like crazy. Arcanar. Oh, Akinar. This is serious. Your evil brother, even though you're my evil brother. Okay, landed. You quickly found the consignment of 10 tons of equipment that you are after. The loading staff are very helpful, and under hour you're ready to begin your return trip. Alright, there's no deadline here. I go to the bar and it says, as you step out of your hatch, you're immediately approached by a woman wearing a blue-black uniform. You are Isix, captain of the Electric Beast? She asks quietly, and you nod, curious. I am Samantha Varana, and I'm representative for the Courier Company United Shipping. We specialize in moving small valuable cargoes like jewelry, business papers, and contracts, etc. We have recently been on the lookout for new pilots who will be willing to work for us. Are you interested? Sure, though the way you say that kind of suggests that maybe the previous pilot died. Anyway, my crew of 100 people probably will be more than enough for this. Excellent, she exclaimed, smiling widely. Well, as it happens, we need someone to head over to the Cornwall over to Cornwall in the South Manchester system to pick up 2 tons of personal effects for a client on Space Dock 1 in the Gateway system. This particular mission has no real deadline, which is slightly unusual, as most of our clients want their merchandise delivered at a set time. Anyway, Samantha grins happily, another United Shipping representative will meet you at the other end and will brief you further what to do next. I'm sure you'll see you around in the future, Isix. With that, she gets up, shakes your hand, and leaves. Okay. No delivery, not to Earth. So yeah, I have everything here. Well, yeah, the IDA frigate comes with some a military IR jammer. It's pretty sweet. It's kind of useful too. So first I want to get to Earth. Boop-de-yada! Boop-de-yada! There we go. Concentrate all fire on the Superstar Destroyer. That's an asteroid, sir. I know! Don't question it! Cane Band. It's kind of massive. As you pilot your way into one of the countless docking bays and Sigma shipyards area of the Cane Band, you once again take a moment to glance over the enormous shipyard at their disposal. As soon as you land, As soon as you land, dock workers swarm all over your vessel, and in no time, they have unloaded your cargo. Their supervisor informs you, when his people are finished, that 20,000 credits have been transferred into your account before moving on to the next ship. Cool. Excuse me. Can I buy anything else awesome here? I can get more armor. Don't really need that right now. I can get IR jammers. I can get stuff. Thorium reactor. After much argument, you discover that the main saving of mass energy in this poor cousin of the thorium reactor is the Federation characters, and the new models of Starbringers is in the radiation shielding and reactor containing walls. Well, it should work if things go wrong. It may result in a rather large expanding ball of gas that you will end up being a part of. So yeah, that doesn't sound too friendly. If I had 1 million credits, I'd buy a reactor. A fission reactor! Yeah, that thing runs on uranium. Don't worry about it. I can get more blasters. I don't have enough room for those yet. The blasters are actually taking up a good deal of space. They're 8 tons each. I have 13 tons left in my room. Yeah. So I'm going to go work on the trip to South Manchester here. Because now, after spending 1 million credits, that's nice. I am kind of poor. Just a little bit, you know. But that's okay. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Now heading to South Manchester. Hello, Auroran people. It's Cornwall, so it's the other one. Bam! Upon landing, you head over to the dockmaster's office to inquire if the package you are supposed to pick up is available. He directs you to the delivery's office, and they quickly find your package and hand it over. Cool. Let me check out the bar. You are sitting enjoying a few moments of peace and quiet when you see a gal of what you presume to be scientists headed your way. You can tell this by the nervous looks and constant checking over the shoulder routine. Are you Isix of the Electric Beast? One of them asks as they get closer. You nod, indicate that they should all sit down. Pleased to meet you, the designated spokesman begins. My name is Jerry O'Donnell, and my colleagues and I are keen to employ you. You wait, wondering if any of these people have ever been outside of a lab in recent memory. We are studying the possibility of further systems beyond the known universe to the galactic south, and are planning a probe to launch in the space down there. However, we are unable to pilot a vessel down to our launch point ourselves. It is possible, for a modest reimbursement, that you would take us there? You sit back, enjoying the thought of making them sweat a little. 2 things, you say. Where's the launch point, and how much to get you there? Well, a very nervous Jerry begins, looking over his shoulder. We need a launch from the Kontnik system, and second, we will be happy to pay you 50,000 for the trouble of getting us there. What do you say? You've heard all the stories about Kontnik, and about how no one ever comes back alive from trying to study the place. On the other hand, 50,000 is 50,000. So, this is sort of kind of a fun mission because it sort of takes you outside of Federation space, which is kind of what you need early in the game to sort of get a feel of the scale and stuff. It's also very useful for later when it's like, oh, you need to get to this system, which is out who knows where, and how do I actually get there? Well, this sort of helps blaze your trail. So, yes. I guess I'd be prepared to take you down there, but I have to stress that it'll be a tough trip, you tell them. Yes, Isaacs, we have looked over the maps. We know how long the trip will be and what it will entail. We're prepared to leave whenever you are. All we have to do is land the probe and our launch equipment. Of course, we will also need you to return us back to Earth once the probe is launched. You nod and tell them to meet you at the spaceport in the morning. They smile at you, thank you for your time, and head off. You catch yourself wondering what you've gotten yourself into this time. A long trip to the far edge of the universe. So first off, also it's kind of on the way, I want to make a trip to the gateway system down here, which I've been to a couple of times. Any outfits I want here? Nothing yet. Broken jammers. Lovely. For a lot of things like jammers especially, you can get just the one. Except it's like, oh, I'm going to buy the one and then the broken version too. Terrapin, you're too slow on saying hello there. So you get like, I think maybe 3 in some cases, versions of the same exact jammer. It's kind of funny and a little broken, but oh well. I think I'll leave them to their fighting. Yeah, okay, I missed it. Going to land on Earth, I think. Because it's there, man, it's there. Dude, I landed on Earth. I checked out the outfitters. I'll also get the civilian versions here. But don't have much money right now. So, I want to get this delivery handled. Oh yes, the Velos. Velos, they're the psychic people. They have ships they form around them that are made out of pure mental energy. Ships composed of pure thought. I am tempted to show you what they can do, but my ass would pretty much be handed to me right away. And since I'm not, exploding quite yet this episode, let's avoid that. Elfard. It's very murky here. Ow! My shields! The Spica system with the planet Spica. Space Dock 1 presents a battle in 12,000 parts. Now, these guys are sending off like crazy EMP missiles. I don't want to get into that. Alright. You're met by a man wearing the same blue-black uniform that Samantha had been wearing. My name is Sean Clark, he introduces himself as he shakes your hand. Welcome to United Shipping. I take it you have the package. You nod and begin unloading your cargo with the aid of nearby dock workers. Well done, he compliments you when you are finished. Okay. I'll take care of this one for you. But in the future, all deliveries are to be taken to the deliveries office, and the staff there will notify the intended recipient of the arrival of their package. We have given you access to accept United Shipping missions through the mission BPS, he informs you seriously. Obviously, some missions will be more valuable than others, but I'm sure you'll notice that, as time goes on, we have now logged you in as official UN shipping courier. United Nations. And so, if you are ever in need of assistance, you can call on the aid of any nearby UN shipping ships, and they will offer their aid. We make sure we look after our own, because precious few others are prepared to look after us. Speaking of looking after our own, I have authorized a transfer of 10,000 credits into your account. In the future, this will automatically be forwarded to you upon completion of a delivery. I wish you luck, Captain Isaacs, he finishes, shaking your hand again. I'm sure we will see each other again in the future. Alright, dude. So yeah, now I got more missions here. Got more Sigma Shipyards stuff. Rush deliveries, I could do some of those. These are all timed missions, so I have to be very careful on which ones I pick up. So if I wasn't like heading way out here in a moment, then I'll be like, oh, maybe I can go to Aldebaran and do stuff. Or Greenwich, I can go there potentially. Galvan, haven't been there yet. And do these missions, whatever. Outfitters, anything here? I can get a sensor boost if I had more money. Now, I'm going to be traveling through Roaring space here, and they have some different technology, of course. So, this Federation guy here, he's shooting some sort of missiles right now. The Auroran over here is going to start shooting a railgun at some point if he doesn't run away first. Yeah, he's running away. Ow! You hit me with your stupid Raven rockets. Stop it. Alright. This is going to take me a lot longer to go this way, potentially, but I'm going to risk it. Also need to make sure not to bork myself too badly by jumping into an uninhabited system. So I'm now in Auroran space, so nice red border here. They still like me, so that's cool. Haran, Moash. So they don't hate me yet. Of course, some of them come to like me a lot. You got traders, you got Haran people here. Okay, so you got various houses in Aurora space. They're all doing their own thing. And if they're like flying their own flags, they fight each other. I'm gonna go this way. Marauders. I can start taking on Marauders now, I think. Alright, so I should probably land on this place. Haran listening post Huron. Argosies. Argosy is sort of left over as a name from the original Escape Velocity. They were sort of like the ship most people had for the longest period. They were versatile, they're pretty big, they're not the biggest ship, not most powerful, but the one it's inexpensive enough that you can like start actually doing cool stuff. So this lightly manned early warning post is named after the Haran style of unarmed combat. Over the centuries, the Haran warriors have shown themselves to be nearly invincible in hand-to-hand confrontations. The style includes very powerful strikes and subtle understanding of wrestling techniques. So basically, they're like judo master peoples. Imperial Archives. So I guess I could take something like that. Actually, I could take both these missions. Make a little money on the way. Alright, so hopefully this gets me close to that general direction, because I think if I go this way, it might take me to the Haran system, or maybe further away from it, I forget. So yeah, the various houses of Aurora, each sort of operates semi-autonomously, but they all hang together in sort of the greater empire. Jump, bum, 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 bum. So I think there's another listing post here or something. Empty system, off on, and nobody here. Yeah, the Federation systems are pretty much like Planet Ulus. You got sort of the, I guess, fractal type structure. So you go out, in, and it's sort of these little nodes thingamajigs. Auroran space is just sort of like weird stuff anywhere. Polaris is like very circular symmetric. The Wraith areas like almost have no landable planets on them. So it's really tricky to explore up there, but it's all like sort of a grid. The Velos areas are just sort of random but spaced out, Got a patch up here. It's like zip, 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 zap, and that's like just one path. So yeah, each sort of area has its own unique sort of style. Got a nice wrong carrier here. It's kind of nice to not be looking at these guys and not have them like shooting at everything nearby. I'm going to land on the planet Olos. Olos manufactures all technical items required by the fleets under the command of the First Family, which is whoever runs the Empire at that given moment. The list of items produced here include ship parts, building materials, and computer components. Very few warriors have a great deal of respect for the manufacturers on Olos, and most will avoid stopping in the system if they can. However, there is still a fair-sized detachment of warriors to protect this vital support system, for without it, the fleets protecting Aurora will grind to a halt. So, it's probably a good place to go to look at what they got. Like the fusion pulse turrets, which are pretty cool. Like most Roaring technology is both crude and brutal. However, this weapon stocky build and efficient containment field provide a highly effective energy packet. Perhaps the most interesting feature of the weapon is the fact that the fusion pulse leaves the barrel of the weapon while still at meta-reactive temperatures. This is for this reason that the FPSA should not be fired at close range. Yeah, hail chain guns are pretty cool. It's like basically twin mini guns you sort of shoot. The rail guns are pretty sweet. They're the things that go super long distance. Then you got the matrix steel alloy, which is like super duper. Then you got drop bearer repellent. Yeah, I'll just ignore that for now. Oh yes, and the Aurorans have their own sensor boost, so you can potentially get every major government sensor boost, and it's kind of cool. The Aurorans also sell the Enterprise, which is a particular type of spaceship. They have their own missions, including one to Earth, apparently. Trying to rope me into missions I don't want to get involved in. Necron, but yeah. Limited Forticus shipyards. Roarin, let's play. Wait. Look at the bar. It's dominated with a few warriors who demand the most space, the best seats, and all the attention. So as I said, they're basically like Klingons. They're like, oh, pay attention to me. Go, hey, honor, crap. The many warrior workers all give way to them. It's kind of mindless servility only exhibited by those who know no other way. And they got their own news channel here, Roaring Info Command. Happy hour, the bar is between 7 and 8 p.m. local time. News from the Federation border. Federation forces have begun attacking merchant civilians in the SBC-034 system. As I said, everyone is kind of a jerk at some level. Okay, now that I have fuel again, let's go this way. Because I think this will take me to Aurora itself. Boop-a-doo! And I can enter hyperspace finally. Yes. So, the Aurorans tend to have these big, blocky space stations. So, yeah, might as well land on Aurora itself. Might notice that there's these hypergate type things, and some of them, like this one, are alive but don't like me. Some of them are dead. The dead ones, well, just don't work anymore. The ones that don't like me, well, can work on that later. Alright, Aurora. This is a very important planet, so I'm going to talk about it. This planet houses the Auroran Council, which consists of 3 counselors from all the 5 families. Noash, Vela, Tekel, which is the one I forgot, Danny, and Haran. In addition, 3 representatives come from the First Family, which is currently the Moash House. Those jerks. The Auroran Emperor is the leader of the First Family, and he sits at the head of the Council and maintains order and has the only veto. The Auroran Council decides on all matters that affect the Empire as a whole, but is not allowed to interfere in the affairs of the 5 houses. However, the First Family, being one of the 5, has been known to use the resources available to it as the first house to further its own ends. So it's good to rotate through occasionally. We got more railguns here. That's pretty neat. Other things you can pick up. Won't worry about that. Ships, bar. Moash House warriors dominate the bar as they lord it over the many young warriors wearing the colors of the First Family. Obviously, the First Family, being the Moash House, supports their own warriors over the warriors who come from all the other houses to serve the regulation 2 years under the First Family. So, basically, still jerks. Local eatery has an offer of all you can eat for 2 credits for all off-worlders for the entire stay. News from the Federation border. After sneaking past the patrols in the Narcissus system, the Federation launched a cowardly attack on the warriors in the SPC-1367 system, but have made little headway. Hooray! Or something. Trade Center. Ice cat pelts. Meow. So, back onto the mission. You got these big giant space stations here. Got big giant ships here. A lot of armor, a lot of big structures. Yeah. Also, you might notice that the space stations look like they're bigger than planets. I assure you that's just a matter of perspective or something. Yeah. That would be kind of sweet to have, like, planets, like, taking up, like, huge areas of the map. Alright. Group of dock workers unloads the shipment of medical supplies from your cargo bay. Twice. On the immense station, all records from all of the Empire that are greater than 2 years old are stored. Some 3 centuries of Roaring history is housed here, and its loss would be catastrophic. Records that are less than 2 years old are kept on Aurora itself before being filed here by year and by subject. Everything major battles to minor skirmishes to births, deaths, and all news and all its records on station. This is actually very impressive, because a lot of planets in the Roaring Empire like have hundreds of billions of people in giant super cities. That's a lot of people there. It's not on the way. That one is, actually. That one's not on the way. That one is, I think, in Danny's space, so I'm not going to worry about it. Got the deck takers. They're cool. They basically serve the Empire, not any of the houses. And you got Mowash guys. I already said they're kind of jerks. And then you just got general roaring spaceships flying about. Welcome to the capital of the Roaring Empire. The Murtagh. Blah! And crap. Passengers leave. You are casually wandering around the spaceport when you are surprised by a heavy weight crashing onto your shoulders and pain across your head, chest, and arms. Mercifully, you quickly fall unconscious. You wake up sometime later in Roaring Hospital, where you are informed that you are merely the latest victim of the devastating Roaring drop bear. Spend 2 weeks recuperating before discharging yourself and paying your medical bills, vowing to keep a better eye out above you whenever in a Roaring port from now on. So basically, I'm pretty sure I just got mugged. No, those are definitely going to be in the wrong direction. Ekran is the wrong direction as well. So, alright. Now this takes me sort of back up to Federation up there. That's not really where I want to go. So let's go this way. I'm going to land on this planet. Or station, I guess. Well, that guy didn't last long. Endurance. Most of their space stations sort of have this general theme of badassness of some sort. Danny rushes to Cal. This goes up to Danny's space, I'm pretty sure. Boop-a-doo. Up to unexplored. Now I gotta be careful here because there's gonna be a lot of bad guys showing up. Maybe. I guess not. Trying to board you, but I'm too far away or something. It's a trap! I'm gonna land on this planet. Hope for the best. Taralis is a frozen wasteland of a world. It's pretty cold. Oh no! Houseless jerks and pirates! Oh god, I'm gonna die. Maybe. Oh man. That sucks.